Now the LA Rams are 7-3, first place in their division, but we've had 3 heartbreaking losses throughout our career, and the #1 overall draft pick, Toke, is an 85 overall. I've been slowly but surely using my XP throughout the games, and I just wanted to show you guys kind of where I stack up. So I'm going to have 7,000 XP to go ahead and level up, and I'm looking at the medium accuracy, trying to get that up at least to an 85, which is going to leave us 4,000 XP left. Now we've also had some pretty good carrying, really haven't had too much fumbling problems throughout the year. Stiff arm would be nice, gonna give me a little bit more of a stiff arm. Toughness is all right as well, and we're gonna go ahead and use our last piece of XP here in week 12 to deep accuracy. So that's gonna go ahead and leave us still at an 85 overall. Now the defense of the Rams has been pretty good all year, but the 3-6-1 New Orleans Saints have one of the best offenses in the NFL with Drew Brees, those 2 running backs, and all the wide receivers. Drew Brees is going to move this football down the field all game long, and Toke Nasty's really going to have to step up the offense if we want to win. If we lose today's game, we will no longer be in first place. The #1 overall draft pick has to lead this team with Todd Gurley on a nice pancake block. First play of the game. Gurley, though, with a powerful spin move, doesn't really go anywhere. We already have broken the record here in week 12 for the most rushing yards by a quarterback, and I'm looking to try to rush over 1,000 yards for the season. Now we've got a lot of football to talk about in today's episode, man. One hell of a weekend, and on Thursday as well, as far as NFL games for the season. There's a lot of things going on. There you go, Gurley, picking up more yards. Now I've chosen to play this game with only 9 fingers. Call me crazy, bro. Here we go, 2nd and 2, looking to go ahead and get the rock out again. Nasty finding quick. He's going to have forward progress for the first. Now, they didn't actually give us the first down. 3rd and 1 here. We know our coach will punt the football if we don't pick this up. Looking over the middle, Nasty's going to deliver a dot, and it's out of the hands of Quick. Already being pressured in the backfield is the rookie quarterback. Now, he's done a good job all year of getting rid of the football in pressured situations, as we're going to get it right back. Now the Detroit Lions came away victorious against the Vikings. Dude, one hell of a game, man. I really think the Lions are going to win that division. I think they're definitely a team to be reckoning with this postseason of the NFL playoffs. Now the Dallas Cowboys won, though I said I thought that the Washington Redskins had a good chance of beating them, and Kirk Cousins came out and he slung the rock once again. Cowboys, though, they did win. And with a win this week and a Tampa Bay loss or a Redskins loss, the Cowboys can actually become the first team in the NFL to clinch a playoff in week 13, as we're going to go ahead and get an instant fumbled. And once again, another turnover for Toke Nasty, and we're now down 7-0. I'm going to just point out one thing that's happening in the news today. Eric Dickerson, you're welcome on my sideline every single Sunday. Absolutely insane. Jeff Fisher, bro. I don't know, dude. I feel like Jeff Fisher is going to get fired sooner or later. I don't know. Let me know, guys. Do you think Jeff Fisher is the coach for the LA Rams? Now, the Pittsburgh Steelers looked explosive on Thursday. I know that the Colts have a lot of injuries, but, bro, Antonio Brown, business booming, baby. His business was booming for sure. Oh, don't get that block. Get out. You got to block that man. Now let's talk about the game that's going on right now. Rams versus the Saints. Jared Goff. Goff looks a lot better in a dome than he did the week before in the pouring rain. And I think he's going to be a great quarterback. I really do. Now, Drew Brees, that's another story, man. Drew Brees can light up the scoreboard any Sunday. Those wide receivers, but better yet, the 2 running backs with Hightower and Ingram, I feel like are super underrated in the running game, even the passing game. They are amazing, dude. One of my two of my favorite low-key running backs in the NFL. Now, I know there's a lot of Bears fans and a lot of Titans fans that watch my videos. Titans should have lost. Matt Barkley delivered a fucking dime to a wide-open wide receiver, and the man dropped it, bro. It hit him right in the chest, and he dropped it. Titans should have lost. Now, this wouldn't be the first time that the Tennessee Titans had a huge lead in the game and then made it really close or even lost. Marcus Mariota is playing phenomenal. His stats are better than Jameis Winston this year. I definitely love it, dude. Derrick Henry had a great game as well. And the Titans, I believe, are 6-6. And you got to keep your eye out on them for sure. One more question you got to ask yourself. Is Matt Barkley the future of the Chicago Bears? Could possibly Tony Romo go and play for the Bears? In my honest opinion, Jay Cutler will never wear a Bears uniform on the field in his life. Todd Gurley right there getting us into the red zone. Arizona Cardinals, bro. They were a ton of different people's Super Bowl team before the NFL season started. They've got one of the best running backs in the NFL, if not the best, with David Johnson. Larry Fitzgerald's been solid. Carson Palmer can't seem to avoid pressure every single Sunday. And you would think with their defense, they would have a winning record. Now, on the other hand, the Falcons have the best offense in the league. Look it up. Look at the numbers. They are ranked #1 in offense. There we go. There we go. Dot. Kendricks. Nasty with the slang. Seriously, though, the Falcons are tough, bro. They got 2 amazing running backs, really good wide receivers. They had the guy that the Browns dropped who had an amazing game. I think his name was Gabriel. He went ham as Drew Brees is driving down the field already into the red zone. 7-7 game and it's a touchdown Breeze. Now, this is absolutely crazy, bro. And I never really thought I would ever say this, but the more and more I look at it, the Giants are a very, very good team. Not only on offense, but surprisingly, on defense as well, dude. They have an amazing defense. Now, I know Cowboy fans are going to get mad at me for saying this, but the Giants are going to beat you guys in 2 weeks. I truly, truly believe it. And the Giants are going to make the playoffs, and they are a very good playoff football team. With that being said, though, I do believe the Cowboys go 13-3 only because they lose to the Eagles in the final week, simply because they will have the best record in the NFC. They will clinch home field advantage throughout the playoffs, and they will probably sit a lot of their starters in Week 17. So, with that being said, don't get mad at me. Only 24 seconds on the clock. We have got, I might have a guy deep. I might have a guy deep. Is that man Austin with the catch and run timeout? Now, I know power rankings are different from whoever does them, but I usually take my power rankings from Pro Football Focus, and they actually have the Cleveland Browns this week above the San Francisco 49ers in the power rankings, which is absolutely hilarious, in my opinion. Now, Phillip Rivers once again shows why the San Diego Chargers are the best subpar 500 team in the NFL as they beat, as they beat the Houston Texans. I'm going to say something else real quick. I truly believe if LaShawn McCoy was healthy the entire season, he'd be a top 3 running back in the NFL, maybe even the best running back in the NFL. I know you guys are going to disagree with that. Look at the stats. The Jacksonville Jaguars lose again, and I really truly believe they're just like 1 or 2 trades, 1 or 2 draft picks away from being a pretty good football team. We'll just have to see what they do in the offseason. Nasty looking to jump over someone. That's what we need to do. Increase my jumping. Oh yeah, we are definitely going to increase our jumping. 100%. 3rd and 7 here. 14-14. See what we got going. Where are we going to go? Where are we going to go? There it is, Gurley, again. Clutch Gurley with the catch, wow. The only thing I'm going to say about the Bengals and Ravens game was that final play was the cheesiest / stupidest / smartest / craziest thing I've ever seen. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. I cannot believe that shit happened. Unbelievable. Now, if you guys are a Denver Broncos fan, you better start rooting for the Miami Dolphins to start losing, because the Dolphins, led by Ryan Tannehill, is a very good football team. If the Dolphins win 3 more games, maybe even 2, the Broncos are out of the playoffs. I swear they are. They're done. They're 100% done. Now, I know for a fact there's a bunch of Broncos fans watching this. I want you to hear me out. The last 3 games of the Broncos schedule, Patriots, Chiefs, Raiders. Now, honestly, they could win all 3. They could lose all 3. But just let that sink in. You are now behind the Miami Dolphins, and their last 3 games are against those teams. All top 5 in the powerhouse rankings. The Seattle Seahawks versus the Tampa Bay Bucks, bro. If you follow me on Twitter, which you should, I called that game. I said before the game even started that the Bucks were gonna beat the Seahawks, and sure enough, they did, man. Mike Evans killed it in the first 2 possessions of the game, and that's honestly all they needed. Seattle fans need to relax because I still think they're number 2 team in the NFC. I don't know who they'll have to play. They might have to play the Giants in the playoffs, which might be difficult. Wow, Gurley, nice dude. Yeah, the Patriots won. I'm dead ass. Thought they were gonna lose, man. And Tom Brady and them, they pulled it out, and they got the W. Jets, I wish you would have won. Now let's talk about the Raider game. The Oakland Raiders came out explosive, amazing. Khalil Mack, Derek Carr, that first half looked like the number 1 team in the NFL. The second half, however, definitely was a lot different. Now you guys all know on the 3rd snap of the second half, Derek Carr dislocated his pinky. Cam Newton scored on that possession. They came and they scored on the next possession. Next thing you know, Derek Carr comes screaming out of the huddle. The crowd goes crazy. Legend status right there. And turns around, goes 3 for 3, and then throws an interception where the Panthers scored again. Oh, God, dude, if the Saints score here, it might be over. And it is. It's over. They just burned the entire clock, and the Rams fall to 7-4. What the fuck? Though when Ron Rivera chose the punt on 4th and 1, giving the ball to the best 4th quarter quarterback in the NFL, at that moment I knew the Raiders were going to win. Green Bay Packers finally got a W, man. Super excited for that. I'm always rooting for Aaron Rodgers. Like I've always said I thought the Packers were in trouble, but I also said that I think that the playoffs is a lot better with the Green Bay Packers in it. And finally, Broncos versus Chiefs, 15 seconds away from a tie. Crazy game. One of the craziest games I've ever watched. Unbelievable game. It went from all defense to a shootout to an insane overtime thriller. And the Kansas City Chiefs won. They're a very good football team. That's going to be it for this game, guys. 7-4 as Drew Brees beats us. We're going to have to win out, or we're not going to make the playoffs.